There usually are two different components to every game. First, you have the physical component. This is what makes games impressive. In League this would be called mechanics, or in fighting games it is called execution. In shooters I would say it is aim. It defines how you do something physically, how you move your mouse to land that headshot or how you press that button to execute a combo. The other component is the mind. It is how you think about what you do. If you take League of Legends again as an example, it is how you get into that position to do your combo, or in a fighting game, how you approach an opponent so you can hit him. But what about card games? Well, there really isn't much of a physical component. Maybe one could argue that it is how you shuffle your cards or where you place them on the field, but honestly, I think these things are negligible. It's almost exclusively a battle between two minds, and the greater one should emerge victorious. But what if there was neither a mental nor a physical component to the game? This brings me to the topic of this video. Let me read Mystic Mine for you. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, your opponent cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. If you control more monsters than your opponent does, you cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. Once per turn during the end phase, if both players control the same number of monsters, destroy this card. On first glance, this card may not seem that impressive, but due to a quirk in the rulings where this card specifies that you as a player cannot activate monster effects, means that as long as your opponent controls more monsters than you do, he cannot activate monster effects from the graveyard, the hand, or the field. So what was the first thing that people did when this card came out? Well, actually, not a lot. The card came out during the 2019 era in the TCG. This format was called the TOS format, because there was Thunder Dragons, Orcust, Sky Striker and Salamangreats, with Sky Striker and Salamangreat being the most popular of the decks. Both of them had very easy outs for the card in the main deck. There was also True Draco, which was one of the more popular rogue decks at the time, which also had no trouble getting rid of Mystic Mine. So it was mostly splashed into decks as a small engine, commonly found in Sky Striker decks. For example, here in Joshua Ooster's deck, which won the national championship in the Netherlands, there were already some signs of a pure Mystic Mine deck popping up, but mostly in some regionals or nationals here and there. While people knew the card was powerful, they would never guess what kind of monster Mystic Mine would become. Don't get me wrong, the card was still very good, but it became this weird amalgamation of itself. I think the card was actually meant to be a floodgate, and a very good one at that. Being searchable because of it being a field spell, this meant that you could run 6 copies of it, 3 Mystic Mine and 3 Terraforming. Add on to that cards like Set Rotation, Demise of the Land and Metaverse, and you had more than enough ways to find Mystic Mine. But what really happened was that it was used as a going second card. You would start off by playing Mystic Mine and would then proceed to OTK your opponent. So it was both a floodgate and a board breaker at the same time. Of course, it was still used in a normal way by Sky Striker and occasionally Salamangreat players. But for a long time this was the agreed upon best way to play the card. Just splash it into your already good deck as an engine and hope that you would draw it. Enter Jeff Leonard. He was the first one to bring light to a new style of deck, a pure Mystic Mine deck. He ran 3 Goddess Skulls Oracle, a continuous spell which let you stack your opponent's top 3 cards of his deck, which meant that if you did not have 3 mine outs stacked on top of the deck, you would never draw an out. Pair that with Field Barrier to protect Mystic Mine, and you had one hell of a stall deck. Not much happened with the card after that, until 2021, when Eugene Besmore had the chance to show his deck building skills. He showcased how the deck just needed a bit of work and the right method to shine. He topped not only 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 different events with the deck. His list never changed much, and whether you love it or hate it, you have to respect the guy. Well, you would think, how much can you innovate around one card? There can't be much more. If you thought that, you were painstakingly wrong. Up until now, while the card did have a number of YCS tops, as well as some wins, there was still something missing. A true win. And boy, did it get one. At YCS Rio de Janeiro, João Lima was the one to take it home. He won it with a full Mystic Mine burn deck. His innovation came in the form of a combo with Ghost Match or Rivalry of Warlords and Ojama Duo and Trio, which gave the deck another stun element. You would activate one of the Ojama traps and summon Ojama tokens to your opponent's board. Then you would activate Rivalry or Ghost Match and lock your opponent out of summoning monsters. There was also the niche application of just spamming your opponent's board with Ojamas so they can't summon monsters. Sadly, there's no video footage of the event, however there are some written coverages if you want to check that out, link below. Joa's story is actually pretty incredible. He was just some random Brazilian Yu-Gi-Oh player who brought his for fun local deck to the event. Not even he himself thought that he would win. But the craziest thing is, nothing like this has ever happened and probably will ever happen again in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any other card game for that matter. Some random guy who no one has ever heard from before or since brought his for fun deck to one of the biggest and most prestigious events and wins it all. If anyone who plays Magic is watching, this would be the equivalent of someone winning a Mythic Invitational, all just because of one design mistake. And this is also where the story ends. As of the 21st of November 2022, the card was officially banned. Konami finally put an end to its reign. No one liked the card and it was just boring to play against. Just draw the out is not the way you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe Konami will finally learn their lesson when it comes to floodgates, especially ones that are as easily accessible as Mystic Mine. But since they just unbanned Macrocosmos as well as Dimensional Fissure, it does not look like it. Konami seems content with floodgates as they are now. I guess we can all just hope that a card like Mystic Mine will never see the light of day again. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching. I really worked hard on this video. I know it's not very long, but I hope you still enjoyed it. And if you did, leave a comment, like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm, and see you next time.